Hey, Beth Ann. Is it true? Is it true you're getting remarried? I heard he was the up-and-coming hotshot son of the president of a major company who's set to take on his daddy's title of CEO one day. Are the rumors true? Hello, Irina. Sure, I guess he is technically going to be the CEO one day. But it's really not as glamorous as you make it sound. And the company's definitely not as major as you make it sound. But you will still be the CEO's wife, right? Right? I can't believe you lucked out this hard on your second marriage. I'm not gonna lie, babe, I am mega jealous. Go on, spill the beans. How did you seduce him? What's the secret to bagging yourself a high roller like that? I'm all ears. That's kind of a crass question, Irina. Would you mind not asking me stuff like that? If you must know, we met at work. We started out just as co-workers and, well, it just kind of developed from there. Oh, don't play dumb with me. You may have started out as co-workers, but you must have known he had prospects when you found out he was the president's son. You have your sights set on the title of CEO's wife, right? I didn't even know who his dad was until he proposed to me. You literally couldn't be any wider off the mark if you tried. I see. So, playing dumb was a part of your scheme right from the very start. I have to hand it to you, Beth Ann. You're more cunning than people give you credit for. I never had you down as such a schemer. You go, girl. You're wrong. It's not like that at all. Okay, dear. We can go with that if it makes you feel better. Anyway, I take it you'll be inviting me to the wedding, since we became such good friends after our boys met at kindergarten, right? Huh? The wedding? Of course! You'll be pulling out all the stops to make the wedding of a lifetime, I assume. I bet it'll be a ceremony so lavish even royalty would feel jealous. He is the future CEO, after all. I mean, sure. Well, I guess we don't plan on making it super low budget or anything, but it's not like it's gonna be huge either. To tell you the truth, we're just planning on having a small ceremony with no one but friends and family, so we won't be inviting any of the moms from kindergarten, which, well, I'm sorry to say, means you won't be getting an invite. Ooh, wow, why such a tightwad? My fiancé has his own reasons for not wanting to go overboard. He's once divorced himself, and we both agreed that after all the pomp, ceremony, and, more importantly, stress of our first weddings, we're not really that bothered about going through the hassle again. Something smaller scale seemed best for the both of us. But Casey, the mom of one of the other boys in our boys' class, is going. I overheard her talking about it with some of the other moms in the courtyard outside the kindergarten, so don't even try and deny it. Why wouldn't you invite me when we're all part of the same kindergarten moms group? It's not fair of you to leave me out like this. I will not be ostracized. Casey's my sister-in-law. Her coming to the wedding has nothing to do with kindergarten. Huh? She's my little brother's wife. Surely you can see how that makes her family. I'm not leaving anyone out, I can assure you. Oh, really? She's your sister-in-law. Oh, well, my bad. I guess I kind of just assumed you already knew. Most of the other moms do. Really? I had no idea. I haven't invited any of the moms from kindergarten, and that's the truth. So I'm really sorry, but you won't be getting an invite. Fine, I'll give you some Tupperware. Huh? Tupperware? Be a darling and fill it with some of the luxury food from the buffet, won't you? If you do that, I'll forgive you. For the main course, I'll take meat. Make sure to fill it with plenty of mashed potatoes, too. I just love mashed potatoes. Whoa, what the? Are you kidding me? Come on, Irina, I can't do that. What? I'm kindly willing to compromise on not being invited to the wedding. And even this is too much for you? taking food out of the wedding venue is banned for hygiene reasons. They explained the rules when we registered with them, and they were pretty clear about that one. Goodness gracious me. Would it really harm you to sneak some out? Everyone knows the rules at these places are nothing but formalities. No one expects you to actually follow them. And what exactly are you basing that on? Why would they have rules in place if they weren't supposed to be followed? No, Irina, this is ridiculous. I can't risk getting fined to get you a few slices of beef and some cold mashed potatoes. You know, I never had you down as being this kind of person, but it really is a shame what a tightwad you can be sometimes. That makes me a tightwad, does it? I can't believe it! You're a single mother fresh out of divorce court after your last husband found out you were cheating on him. What? But in spite of carrying around more baggage than a Boeing 737, you somehow managed to luck out and bag yourself a CEO. The least you could do is share some of your miraculous fortune with your friends, you penny-pinching tightwad. You won't have any friends left before long if you carry on like this. Irina, there's something you seem to be making a major misunderstanding about. Do you mind if I set the record straight? What? It wasn't me who cheated, it was my ex-husband. Huh? Hang on. Seriously? I see how it is. So this is why you've been looking down your nose at me this whole time and speaking to me like crap, isn't it? Based on a freaking baseless misunderstanding? Wow. Oh, Oopsie, that reminds me, we don't have any cucumbers left. Excuse me, dear, I'll have to rush to the supermarket at once. See ya! Wow, you're unreal. Beth Ann, I haven't seen you around kindergarten at all lately. Which means, other than already knowing who your fiancé is and what kind of venue the wedding's being held at, I haven't been able to get any extra information. Which means I had no choice but to follow you. So this is where you're tying the knot, huh? I gotta hand it to you, babe. It's a beautiful place. So this is where you two were planning to get married at today, was it? Well, I'm sorry, darling, but it's time for you to give me back the groom. I hate to break this to you on such short notice, but I'll be the one marrying your fiancé today. Beth Ann, you poor thing. It looks like the groom didn't turn up and your wedding got canceled, huh? I'm so sorry, dear. What can I say? I'm just too drop-dead gorgeous. No man on this planet can resist me. Just like I told you before, it was time for you to give me back the groom. I know this might be difficult for you to accept, but I want you to behave like a mature, responsible adult by letting go of him and struggling on with your life as a lonely single mother without bothering us ever again. Do you think you can do that for me, sweetie pie? Huh? Irina, what's going on? I've been super busy all morning. I only just saw your messages. What do you mean by give you back the groom? I don't understand. What are you talking about? Aha! There you are. Why, hello, Beth Ann. You sure were slow to notice. There's no going back now. We just got done with our 5th round of steamy, passionate lovemaking. That man really is a stallion. I seriously don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. I did expect you to ask some questions, and I suppose answering them is the least I can do for you, since I did kind of destroy your entire life today. The groom at your wedding today is my ex-boyfriend. Huh? Your ex-boyfriend? I just so happened to catch sight of you and my ex-boyfriend walking around town all loved up not long after I heard you were set to get remarried. I was so shocked my jaw almost hit the floor, so I decided to do a little digging. I found out that my ex-boyfriend's dad was making his preparations to retire from his position as CEO at their industrial waste disposal company, meaning he's next in line as president. I knew this was finally my chance to marry into money by becoming the wife of a CEO, and I wasn't prepared to waste it. Which is why I doubled my investigative efforts, and after a little more digging, I found out where you guys were planning on getting married today. Wow, are you serious? You went to all those lengths? That's not normal. I'm so disgusted right now, I can't even find the words to express it. There's no use in getting all hysterical and panicking now, dear. Your wedding today already got canceled, right? What are you talking about? No, it didn't. Lies, lies. Come on, Beth Ann, you can't hide from reality any longer. Wake up and smell the coffee. We just got back together and went at it like rabbits in the hotel next door. Excuse me? We're still together now, of course. Hang on a sec. You have a husband, don't you? You're not divorced, are you? Don't be jealous just because I'm a hit with the boys and you're not, babe. It's so not attractive. That's not what I mean. I mean, you're cheating on your husband. You have the nerve to accuse me of cheating while being completely wrong, and then you go off and have an affair of your own? What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, I've heard enough of your jealous prattering now. How about you put a lid on that whining foghorn mouth of yours and just be happy for me and your man instead? I get you must be incredibly salty at missing out on your long-awaited chance to bag yourself a rich, high-flying CEO and being guaranteed absolute financial security for the rest of your life. But that's your problem, sweetie, not mine. Just give up on him, okay? Listen to me, Irina. Today's wedding went by without a hitch, and me and my husband are now officially married. Huh? We're about to head to the after party. Wait a minute, what the? Irina, who the hell are you cheating on your husband with? You know, this is getting sad now. Why not just accept reality already? It'll be a lot less painful for you in the long run. Gotta go. My big hunky stallion is calling me back into bed. Time for round 6. Toodles! Irina, wait! Hello, Beth Ann, dear. It's been a while. Guess what? Me and your ex-fiancé are officially getting married. I haven't seen you at the kindergarten in months, so I had no choice but to go out of my way to bring you the good news on here. The divorce proceedings with my current husband are finally looking like they're about to go through. This pretty much already makes me the CEO's wife. I'm so happy. Hello, Irina. Long time no speak. The reason you haven't been seeing me around the kindergarten is because I moved to another town to live with my husband after the wedding. Huh? Of course, my son came with me and now goes to a different kindergarten, so I'd say the chances of me and you ever seeing each other again are pretty slim. What? You've got to be joking me. Don't say such crazy things, babe. I know for a fact you didn't get married. How could you when I stole the groom? You totally ignored me back when I told you this before, so allow me to repeat myself. Mine and my husband's wedding went by without a hitch, and we're happily married now. Who the hell do you think you stole from me? What do you mean, who? My ex-boyfriend, Jeremy, of course. Huh? Jeremy? Yes, Jeremy! We were high school sweethearts. We started dating in our second year after he came over and introduced himself to me in chemistry class. Oh, him? He's my brother-in-law. Huh? Your brother-in-law? Ah, I see. No way. So that's where he went on the day of the wedding. What? What are you talking about? I didn't marry Jeremy, I married Jamie, his identical twin brother. His identical twin brother? Yep. You mean you didn't know? I'm actually pretty impressed that you managed to be his girlfriend and not find out about him. I get that it was a long time ago, and you could be forgiven for mistaking them for one another since they're identical twins and all. But that doesn't justify cheating. What you're doing is just plain wrong, Irina. Whatever, that's irrelevant. Jeremy is at least the one who'll be inheriting their father's company, right? Right? No, that's Jamie. Oh my god. Jeremy was always the black sheep of the family. He got in with a bad crowd, started doing drugs, went to jail for armed robbery, and eventually got disowned by their parents. Drugs? Armed robbery? Disowned? We were slightly concerned he might try showing up at our wedding with all of their relatives being gathered there 5 months ago. When he didn't show up, we figured he didn't care enough to, and that we'd been worrying for nothing, but now it all makes sense. I see. So he did go to the venue, he just didn't end up gate crashing the whole thing because he ran into you outside by coincidence, huh? I guess he found himself powerless to resist the advances of his ex-girlfriend and agreed to go with you to the hotel. And that's why we never saw him? I guess we owe you a thank you. Oh, there's one more thing you should know. Jeremy's in mountains of debt. What? Something tells me things are about to get really rough for you. Oh my god! Bethann, help! What am I supposed to do? I don't have any money! My ex-husband is demanding a ridiculous amount of compensation from me, but I don't have any money! I thought Jeremy would be able to pay it all off because he was in line to become the president of his dad's company. Oh my god, I couldn't have been more wrong. I have no idea how he managed to come up with the cash on such short notice despite already being in crazy amounts of debt, but Jeremy immediately paid off his half of the compensation and refused to help me with mine. He said I have to come up with the money myself somehow. Oh, and he's not just in mountains of debt. It also turned out he's been seeing 3 other girls behind my back. He dumped me. To make matters worse, my ex-husband flat out refused to remarry me, and on top of charging me compensation, he won custody of our son, blocked my number, took my boy, and moved out of state. I can't get through to my parents, and besides, I doubt that they'd help me after all this time, even if I could. Please, Bethann, I have no one else to rely on. I am so alone. I can't believe I have to come up with all of this money on my own. Bethann, what am I supposed to do? I feel so lost. Hello? Bethann, are you there? Bethann, please respond. Stop leaving my messages on red. Ugh! I was a little confused when my phone suddenly started blowing up with notifications, but it turned out to be Irina's desperate pleas for help. I did feel a little sorry for her for about a millionth of a second, but I figured nothing good could possibly come of replying to her, so I let her carry on in the hopes she'd realize the futility of messaging me and give up. When the messages calmed down, I blocked her. As for what happened after that, apparently Jeremy, my disgraced brother-in-law, in his desperation to get a hold of the compensation money he owed Irina's ex-husband, borrowed some money from some very bad people. I can't say for sure, but something tells me that might be why he suddenly disappeared and no one's heard from him in months. As for Irina, she incessantly begged for money in the kindergarten moms group chat, but was promptly told in no uncertain terms to get lost and stick her whining where the sun don't shine. Last I heard, there have been multiple sightings of her going into the seedy, run-down hotel by the station with a bunch of different guys recently. I hope she hasn't gone into that line of work, but to be honest, since I'll never see or hear from her again, I'm just gonna forget about the whole thing and focus on enjoying my own life.
Thanks so much for today. I'm so glad you said yes to marrying me. I'll be sure to keep you happy, Jasmine.
I should be thanking you for the wonderful night. I'll be sure to keep you happy as well, Trent.
So, do you think we could go visit your parents soon? I would love to finally meet them and announce our engagement.
Of course. I would love to announce the news to your parents as well. I'll be sure to ask my parents what day they'll be available to meet. Don't worry, both of them are very kind-hearted people. If anything, they would be delighted by the news and welcome you with open arms.
I'm glad to hear that, but I'm still a bit nervous thinking about it.
I could say the same about announcing the news to your parents as well. This will be the first time I'll be meeting your little sister as well. We always visit your parents' place, but she never greets us.
She's just a bit shy. She's also a bit protective over her big brother, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
I had a feeling that she was. I can imagine she'd have some thoughts about her brother getting married, especially to someone 10 years older than you. I'm getting more nervous by the minute thinking about it.
Your age is no issue to me. You're so beautiful and the perfect life partner for me. I'll be sure to explain to her how much of a wonderful person you are. She'll accept you for sure.
I'm relying on you in that case. All right. Well, I'll let you know once we have our schedule all figured out.
All right, I'll ask my parents along with my sister about their schedule and let you know.
Never come to this house again, you hag! There's no way I'd approve of you getting married to my brother. Don't think too highly of yourself just because someone like my brother pays attention to you.
I don't think that highly of myself. You are being a bit harsh here. I was just saying hello and you splashed tea all over me.
You're the one at fault here. A hag like you shouldn't be with a man 10 years younger. Have you no shame? Don't correct my brother.
Riley?
I heard that my brother was going to be bringing a very important person with him today, so I dressed up for the occasion. I'm sure you could imagine how I felt seeing a hag. I'm still so mad even after the whole tea thing. I should have poured boiling water or oil on you as well.
You are way too protective of your brother.
Huh? Is that what you think? Sorry to disappoint you, but that's not why I won't accept you marrying my brother. He's grown. I can accept him getting married. As long as he's happy, I have no worries, which is why I had no intentions of disapproving the engagement.
Really?
But that's a different story when it's a hag! There is no way that my brother would be happy being married to a woman 10 years older than him, which is why you cannot have my brother. Get married to some geezer your age.
I guess an age difference like that would be a concern to your family. But I want to marry Trent. Not because he's young. I want to marry him because it's him.
Shut up, you hag. You probably have some kind of blackmail or something, which is why he's marrying you. There is no other explanation as to why he would marry a hag like you.
Blackmail?
You're his stalker. He used to talk about how he'd get weird letters in the mail. He said that he would feel like someone was staring at him all the time while he was at work. You were that stalker he had, weren't you? You took advantage of my brother's kindness.
Hang on, Trent was being stalked? This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Stop pretending like you weren't a stalker. You probably found something embarrassing for my brother from all your stalking and blackmailing him. There's no other reason why he would marry you.
Riley, I need you to listen to me. I am not your brother's stalker. I did not force him to marry me either. If anything, Trent was the one who proposed to me.
You're completely out of your mind. There is no way that my brother would propose to a hag like you. You need to look in the mirror, you wicked witch.
Wicked witch?
An expired hag like you isn't right for my brother. I'm not handing my brother to a blemish-covered hag like you. At your age, you shouldn't be with a man 10 years younger than me. You're a creepy cougar.
So you want it called off?
Of course I do. I don't expect anything other than calling it off.
I understand. No matter what I say, you won't listen. And anytime I do say something, you respond by calling me a hag. I can't get married in a situation like this. If that's the case, then I will be calling off the engagement.
So you can listen to others. Well, then don't ever go near my brother again. I will be in charge of protecting my brother's happiness.
Hang on, Jasmine. I heard your voicemail. I don't want to call off the engagement. I sincerely apologize for my sister today, but please don't give up on us.
I don't want to do this either. But after that, I got so many cruel messages from her telling me to call off the engagement. I was expecting a protective sister, but this exceeded my expectations.
I'm sorry about that. I honestly didn't know that it was that bad either.
I did try to explain to her as well, but she wouldn't listen to anything I say. If anything, she just claimed me to be her stalker. I get hot tea splashed onto me, and then I get called a stalker afterward. I don't want to be family with someone like that.
You're joking, right? Riley said a rude thing like that to you?
I didn't even know that you were being stalked. I'm sad that you didn't talk to me about it.
Well, I didn't want to worry you about it as well. I did want to tell you, but I didn't want to put you in harm's way, so I decided that I couldn't tell you.
Are they really that dangerous?
Their presence is menacing. I even get letters claiming that they'll protect me. I feel them watching me as I walk to work or even while I'm working. Lately, they've been trying to hack my social media accounts as well.
Really?
I thankfully haven't been hacked yet, thanks to the two-step authorization thing. But I do get many emails saying that an unknown device has attempted to log into my account.
That's terrifying.
See? So even if I wanted to tell you, I couldn't. Well, I did mention it to my sister, but I didn't expect her to frame you as the stalker. I'm so sorry about that.
You don't have to apologize to me.
I'll take responsibility and clear out any wrong ideas she has about you, so please reconsider this whole thing. I only want to marry you, Jasmine.
Thank you for that. I guess getting called a stalker and a hag over and over again just went to my head. I'm sorry for telling you that I'd call off the wedding over some words.
No, you don't need to apologize as well. As long as you change your mind, everything is okay. After I talk to my sister, let me propose to you again. Could you wait for me until then?
Of course. I'm sure it'll be difficult convincing your sister. Good luck.
Thanks for breaking up with Trent. With this, I've managed to protect my brother's happiness. A hag getting married to a younger guy is only just a dream. Take that, you stalker.
How many times have I told you that I'm not a stalker? Could you knock it off already?
You're being quite bold right now, hag. A rotten personality like that is just the reason why you aren't married yet.
What?
Or you. If it weren't for my interference, you would have been married to my brother. A dreamy young man like my brother, as your husband was right there. How unfortunate. Did I perhaps interrupt your crying session? You aren't all that pretty, so I bet you look even worse now.
I'm serious, Riley. Knock it off. What's wrong with me being 10 years older than him? You don't have any right to be coming after me like this.
Shut up, hag. If you have all this energy to talk back with me, then why don't you use it looking for a better suited partner? Oh, wait. Nobody would want a creepy stalker hag like you. You'll be forever alone.
Your brother would be in the same situation then. Having a sister like you would probably prevent him from getting married as well. Poor Trent. He's such a wonderful person, and yet he'll be forever alone.
Huh? Don't you dare put my brother on the same level as a hag like you. The whole reason I forced this engagement to be called off is all for him. Don't be a stupid hag.
For your brother, huh? I don't think he asked you to do this, though. Yet you still claim that it's for him.
That's right. I want him to be happy. Which means that I will find him a girl that is perfect for him. I know him the best, so I know what type of person would be perfect for him. A hag who failed to meet expectations can go away.
Okay, if it's for my happiness, then you can go away.
What?
You said you want me to be happy, right? So do me a favor and go away. That's the fastest and best way for me to be happy.
Wait, what? Is this Trent?
Yeah, the brother you claim to love so much. The brother who is so completely fed up with you.
What?
Getting married to Jasmine would make me happy. If I got married to her, then I would have a happy future. So a sister who is trying to take that away from me can go away. For the sake of my happiness. You could do that for me, right? Since you so badly want me to be happy.
Wait. Trent, what's going on? You're being scary right now. Telling me something so cruel as to go away is not right. I'm doing my best for you.
You told Jasmine to go away and break up with me. What's wrong with me saying the same things? Are you that hypocritical to be hurt by someone saying these things to you, but are completely okay with saying it to others?
Why are you being so cold? I did this all for you. That lady is your stalker. I just know she is. She's denying it, but she is. Why are you protecting someone who caused you so much trouble?
You're the one who's doing that, Riley. Besides, I know that the stalker is you. You have some nerve pushing the blame onto someone else.
What?
I decided not to look too deeply into who the stalker could be at first. But in order to prove that Jasmine is not the stalker, I had to go find out who it is. I set up a camera in front of the mailbox, and I asked my coworkers to keep an eye out for my surroundings. It only took a few days to find out who it was. To think that this entire time it was you who was my stalker.
Wait, hang on. You're wrong. I haven't been stalking you. I was trying to protect you from stalkers.
Huh? You were the one who put those letters in the mailbox. The ones claiming that you'll protect me and keep me happy. It's all on camera.
That was all for your sake. I was worried about your mental state about the whole stalker thing. But I didn't want to be insensitive and ask you if you were okay in person. I figured you'd reply more honestly if it was a letter.
Huh?
You're treating me like a stalker after all that is so mean.
Hang on, so those times you were hanging around my workplace?
That was also for your sake. You told me a while back that sometimes you'd get catcalled. So I got worried and decided to check on you at work.
A while back? That's like 5 years ago. Don't tell me you've been tailing me since then. Okay, so then what does hacking into my social media accounts do for my protection then?
That's just a different intention. I figured that if I logged into your account, I could post cute selfies of myself. I just wanted to show that you have a cute little sister who you get along with. Plus, other women would be more wary.
You're kidding, so all this time that I was convinced I had some creep stalking me, it was you the entire time. I didn't want to show it, but I was terrified. All this time, it was just my weird little sister.
Weird is so mean. Anyways, I should be the one asking you if you're kidding. I didn't know that my brother thought that I was a stalker. I didn't know that I was the one causing you so much stress.
Anyways, I'm not so weak that I would need you to protect me. And I'll be deciding what makes me happy on my own. I'm begging you, just leave me alone. I'm marrying Jasmine, and if you're still gonna protest against it, then I'll be considering cutting ties with you.
What?
That's all I have the will to say to you for today. I need to organize my thoughts for a bit.
Wait, you really wouldn't cut ties with me, right? You understand that I did everything for you, right?
I'm begging you, please just shut up.
What?
Once I've calmed down, I'll contact you, so until then, don't bother me or her. If you do, I will not hesitate to cut ties with you.
What should I do? Trent just told me that he wants to sever ties with me. He even told our parents everything, and now they're going to send me to some relative's house. I just wanted to protect the brother who I love very much. I just wanted to help find the perfect partner for him.
Yes, I saw that you were doing all that with that exact thought in mind. The thing is, you did it when he didn't ask you to. You messed around and are now facing the consequences.
Please, Jasmine, I'll approve of you to convince Trent to not do this to me.
Convince him?
Make him rethink the whole cutting ties with me thing. He would listen to what you would have to say. He won't listen to anything I say. I'll be nice to you. I won't call you a hag anymore. So please. I don't want to lose my brother.
Sorry, but I don't want to be around you.
What?
Sent to live with some relatives was the best news I've heard. I need to send him a thank you after this.
Huh? You're not going to help me? You're supposed to be helping me.
I am? Sorry, a lady 10 years older like me just can't understand what's going on.
Why?
Besides, you haven't apologized to me. You attacked me with tea and framed me as a stalker. Why would I help someone who didn't apologize for their actions? Well, even if you do apologize, I don't think I'd forgive you anyways.
I regret every cruel thing I've done to you. I'm sorry for everything.
Like I said, I won't forgive you. You're too late. An old lady like me is rather strict on these things. Anyways, once everything calms down, I will be rethinking the whole backing out on the wedding situation. Don't get mad if we end up getting married, okay?
I won't get mad. I'll be happy for you guys. So please talk to Trent about this.
I will not.
What?
If we do end up getting married, I won't be inviting you to the wedding, and I'll be sure that I never see you again. Goodbye, Riley. I wish you the best.
Why aren't you forgiving me after I apologize so much?
After some discussion with both families, Riley ended up living with some relatives. They own a farm deep in the countryside, and they are really in need of people. She's now being forced to call Sheep brother. As for us, we got married. Even though there is a 10-year difference between us, we won't have anyone else get in the way of our relationship.